everyone, I'm Captain Logan, and welcome back to the Spastic and Frantic Comic Vault. It's time for more DC Powerpuff Girls today, because 3 comes after 2. We're talking about DC Powerpuff Girls number 3, and this is written by Sean Carolan and Jennifer Moore, with art by Phil Moy. Yeah, more Phil Moy. I have a feeling it's going to be a treat every time we get this guy on this book, and as I've said before, I have talked to Phil Moy a couple times at conventions, and he does wonderful Powerpuff Girl artwork, and that's what he's mostly known for, and I didn't realize just how many of these he drew. This one feels a lot more paced like a regular Powerpuff Girl episode than the last comic that we talked about, and it's just some dynamite panel layouts is really the thing I take most away from this particular issue. There's a section where the Powerpuff Girls get up and they're doing their daily routine, and it's hard not to look at this again as storyboards for an episode and not let the episode play out in my head. There are no words on this page except for a narration box at the top that says "Morning in Townsville," and a lot of the time when I'm reading comics and there's no words on a page, I have to really like pace myself and make sure that I don't read fast past action that's happening, because there are of course no sound effects or music or anything to pace it for me. And here I didn't have that at all. It was just kind of playing out for me like an episode, and you've got that kind of quick cut, and of course you have to kind of quick cut in your head, but again it came naturally to me where you've got Morning in Townsville, and then the girls wake up and then they're brushing their teeth and they're pouring their cereal, and they're flying out the door, and then you've got this giant, after these horrified expressions on their face, you get this giant full-page spread where you see all the citizens in Townsville with superpowers. What a really neat-looking reveal. So anyway, what we have here is an asteroid that is hurtling toward the Earth, and the Powerpuff Girls are nowhere to be found to stop it because they're buying ice cream, and they can't answer the hotline phone because it's the year 2000 and not everybody else has cell phones yet, and the Powerpuff Girls, nobody's thought to give them a cell phone yet or to put a signal in the sky-o like the song goes. I might be looking way too far into this when I say this, but I just thought of this. There might be intentional lack of forethought on the part of the professor or the mayor, because as far as this issue goes, because at the very beginning of this, the mayor is all excited because he has a new Palm Pilot, and I like that he's got all of his itinerary in his Palm Pilot, and one of the things on it is Pony, which is hilarious. I just love how completely random and completely out of sorts the mayor always is. And anyway, I think it's amusing that in the issue where the mayor just got a Palm Pilot, newfangled technology for this time. I had a Palm Pilot in I think 2002. And before we had all that stuff integrated with smartphones, and he's got that in the same issue where the Powerpuff Girls can't answer the hotline phone because they're not at home, and they don't have cell phones, and that's absolutely hilarious. Anyway, so the mayor for a minute is upset with them because they had to try to stop this meteor just in the nick of time, and they didn't show up when he called, but then he immediately backtracks and says, it's okay, you guys did your best. And then the very next day, because he stupidly keeps the asteroid, just puts it in his office, everybody in Townsville now has superpowers, and because the girls did, I guess because of this whole, it's not brought up, but I would assume that that's the reason that was the setup, that suddenly some of the citizens in Townsville think that they can take care of giant monsters and things, and they don't really need the Powerpuff Girls because now everybody has powers. Now the spin that the mayor and the professor and everybody puts on this is, well, now we don't have to just rely on you anymore. You don't have to do all the heavy lifting anymore. We can help you out. But again, it's interesting that it's set up with this scene of the Powerpuff Girls not jumping in to save the day right away, and then right after that, everybody has superpowers. And I guess the idea is that they come to appreciate at the end, I mean, this is more about the Powerpuff Girls and less about the citizens, that by the end, they come to appreciate just how important they are and how much the city needs them. Because it's not just a matter of having superpowers, it's also a matter, of course, of having experience and leadership, which, of course, is what the citizens are lacking in. And you've got basically the kind of leader characters in the town, the community leaders that all get together and decide to be superheroes. And you've got like grunt laborers. You've got like some construction guys that don't even think to help out and be superheroes. They just want to try to get to work on time. And they get in a big fight because all these citizens trying to fight this giant monster is getting in the way of people trying to do other kinds of work. And Blossom has to step in and teach the characters that are trying to be superheroes, like Professor Utonium and Miss Keen and the Mayor, and especially, and she wasn't on the cover, and I was really hoping that it would go here, and it did. Miss Bellum also becomes a superhero, and it's kind of fun to see her in action scenes without seeing her face, because of course that's always the gimmick with her. And anyway, at the end, Blossom has to step in and kind of teach the citizens how to be superheroes and how to have some teamwork. Meanwhile, so they basically step in for the other two Powerpuff Girls. Meanwhile, Blossom and Buttercup go off to try to get rid of the meteor that's creating all these superpowers, because they can tell that the city's not gonna work if everybody has superpowers. Is creating chaos. And there's this hilarious kind of little side gag where we keep cutting back to them and they keep mutating the more they're around them. And I love that, because as I was reading this, I kept thinking, why isn't the meteor affecting the Powerpuff Girls in any way? And maybe it enhances their powers, or maybe it doesn't. Maybe they don't notice. But if they get in close proximity to it, they start mutating. And the moment I thought of that, we got to a page where they actually dealt with that, and they were mutating. This is a solid Powerpuff Girls story. I really liked it. This is one that I wish was an episode. And again, you get to the end, and everybody kind of appreciates the Powerpuff Girls more, because it's not just a matter, again, of having superpowers, but also of having experience and knowing what you're doing and that kind of thing. So anyway, thanks a lot for watching. As always, sure appreciate it, and I will see you again shortly with Powerpuff Girls number 4. And in the meantime, if you ever want to send me anything to review on the Comic Vault, you can always send that to our P.O. Box. That's Geekvolution, P.O. Box 4733, Overland Park, Kansas 66204. Thanks a lot for watching, and happy reading.